Go.
Go check out igsky.com if you're looking for some cheap FIFA 16 coins. Use Rossi for an 8% discount. Enjoy the video. Hello guys, Mr. Rossi1990 here, and we are back with another one of these transfer rumour videos. Not all of these are going to be rumours today. Some of them are actually official deals now. We're getting into the nitty gritty where things are happening. Things are starting to develop a lot more because people are going into pre-season. People want to get their players in so they can use them in pre-season and whatnot. So we're going to start things off with a big boy today. And it's actually a confirmed deal now, and it's Morata. We kind of knew this was going to happen. He was linked with a few clubs, but we always knew deep down that Real Madrid had the buyback clause in him, as they do in a lot of their players they sell. It's a really good thing to have, actually, because if they go away and end up playing really good, hence Morata, then they can get them back, and then if they want to keep them, they can. But if they want to sell them again, probably can make a shit ton of profit, if you know what I mean. Because I think they're getting about like 23 million. He's a player in demand right now because he's a young, very, very good talent. But I think they'll keep hold of him personally and see how he develops in the future. But he's a done deal. 23 million, something along those lines, I think it is. And that's a pretty good one for next season. A Spanish player, Real Madrid striker. What does that mean for Benzema, though? Let me know in the comment section below. Does that mean he could be off or whatever? But the next player is actually another potential one. It's Hatem Ben Arfa. And he's today linked with Sevilla. And this actually sounds like more closer deals to happening, where he has been linked with a lot of clubs. But according to a lot of sites now, he has decided to go to Sevilla on a free. He's on a free transfer basically, so he has basically a free will of any club. And he was actually linked with re-signing for Nice, I do believe his team is. But I think Sevilla are possibly a bigger club. I'm not really too sure if that's being harsh. But Sevilla are a very good team, and it's in Spain, obviously, so it'll actually get strong link with Benzema if he remains there. But in a BBVA team, if he gets a nice card next year, he could be overpowered to hell. The next player is actually going to be Luis Hernandez, which is another done deal. And he's gone to Leicester, the champions, on a free transfer from Rayo Vallecano. No, sorry, Sporting Gijon. I always get them confused. I don't know why. Sporting Gijon looks alright on FIFA, but that means nothing at the end of the day. He's a silver, good rated centre-back with good stats. You can do the pace, the defending, the physical kind of things. Apparently in real life he's not too bad either. I always check on some sources and see when the done deal's right. If, you know, basically on Twitter, I'm trying to say if the people good reaction and whatnot. But a lot of people saying he's actually not bad in real life. I don't know if he'll be a squad player though, because they've got some good centre-backs. No, Wes Morgan and Hoof aren't exactly getting any younger. But at the same time, they did so well last season, it'll be harsh to replace them unless they want to leave or whatever. But we've got the next player now, which is going to be Matt Phillips, and he is today linked with West Brom. He's at QPR at the moment. He's always had that potential, but never really lived up to it in extent? I don't even know what the hell I'm trying to say. But he just didn't live up to his potential, in my opinion. He was linked with going Leeds, actually, a while back. And I would love that because he's a pacey winger on FIFA. But in real life, he's very hit and miss. He'll have one really good game, and then you won't see him for weeks on end. But to West Brom, I think that's a good move, potentially, because West Brom, you know, he'd be a good player for them, in my opinion. Maybe he's a confidence player. Maybe that's the issue with him. And moving to the Premier League might do him all the world of good. Now, the next one I think is another done deal, and that is Kiko. He has moved to Malaga. He did play for a team called Eibar, SD Eibar. He looks alright. It's actually an inform card on this FIFA. And I don't know too much about this guy, I'm not going to lie to you, but a move to Malaga kind of makes me think that he's actually not bad in real life, and plus he's got an inform, which kind of makes you think he's alright in real life again. But that's apparently a done deal for about 3 million, I think it was, or it's probably in euros or whatever, so I don't know exactly how much it is. But the next player is actually going to be this guy here called Aaron Tishibola, and he's linked with Norwich. He's a player who currently plays for Reading, and Norwich newly relegated from the Premier League into the Championship, probably looking to bolster their squad in any way they can to prepare for a tough Championship season, because the Championship teams this year is ridiculously OP league. It's going to be very difficult to get out there. You'll probably see a good team getting relegated, purely because there's so many good teams in that league, and some people have to get pushed down. Hopefully it's not Leeds, but who knows. But the next player is actually going to be Nacho Fernandez, currently of Real Madrid. He's getting linked with Chelsea. I think Chelsea are in the market for a new centre-back, because they always seem to be coming up with new links for centre-backs. They did have Bonucci in one. I think they had Koulibaly in one another. I think Varane might have been linked at one point, but I don't think that's happening. But Nacho Fernandez, another Real Madrid player. Probably a squad player for Real Madrid, and I think that might well be a decent move for him. The next player is actually going to be Krakowiak. He's done alright in the World Cup. I keep saying the World Cup. It's the Euros. He's done alright for Poland. When I saw him play, he looks like a really, really good CDM. That's exactly what he is. He's a midfield player who win you the ball, pass it off, and he might chip in with 1 or 2 goals here and there. But he's linked with Juventus today, which I think, again, possibly a replacement for Pogba. I'm not too sure if we've covered this one already because it sounds familiar, but I'm getting a bit mixed up with who I've have and haven't done because it's very confusing with all the deals happening at the moment and new players getting linked to new clubs all the time. But the next player is another done deal we have covered before, but that was only potential at the time. Now it is officially done. It's Moncur to Barnsley. I should get a lot of comments saying, why are you covering all like the lower league teams? Because somebody supports them. Somebody in the comment section below might really like to hear the Moncur sign for Barnsley. Maybe somebody wants him in their squad or whatever. So it's always nice to please everyone, basically. We'll move to the next player now, which is actually going to be Lucas, and he is linked with Liverpool. I don't know how strong this link is. I have seen it around a lot recently over on Twitter. I've seen a few YouTube videos on, I think Matt HD Gamer did it in one of his videos. But I don't really know what to make of that one because I feel as if he's a fantastic talent. And I wouldn't imagine PSG want to let him go for too cheap. So whether Liverpool are in the market for a new winger, or I think he could play him behind the striker as well. But they've got such a good back line. I mean, the one in front of the striker, basically. They've got Coutinho, Firmino. Lallana's actually coming in really big for England at the moment, playing really well. So he's another player for Liverpool. We'll move on to the next player now, which is actually going to be David Ospina. Currently got himself an Iron Man of the match card for Colombia. He's linked with Besiktas. I'm not too sure where he's going to sit in the Arsenal goalkeeper ranks because obviously they got Czech and apparently Szczesny could be coming back. So whether or not that pushed Ospina down to third, who knows? I honestly don't know, but he's linked with Besiktas. It could be a good move for him getting a new club. He's actually a really solid goalkeeper. I rated him quite highly. He's not the tallest of goalkeepers, and you can kind of see that sometimes. He's only 6 foot. I say only 6 foot. It's not bad. For goalkeepers these days, you see him like 6'5" and beyond. So that's a good link there for Besiktas potentially. They're linked with quite a few players. But the next player is going to be this guy, Connor Smith, who signed for Plymouth Argyle. Plymouth Argyle is a team close to me, and I think he actually played against them in the playoff final when Wimbledon obviously won and Plymouth lost. And that's kind of weird that they signed him instead of Akafenwa. But of course, he looks pretty crap, really, on FIFA. And he's a right mid with low pace, low dribbling. He's a bronze. Probably wouldn't get into many squads, but it's a Plymouth Argyle signing. Any Plymouth fans, let me know in the comments section below. You've got yourself a Connor Smith. The next player is going to be Seko Fofana, and he's close to signing for Udinese. The team he's at the moment is actually SC Bastia, but he's actually a Manchester City player, and I think he's getting moved out. There's actually a lot of hype around him at one point. I can't remember exactly when it was, but people were saying he was close to getting into the mix in their team, and he was a good prospect. But it looks like they're selling him instead of loaning him out more. Maybe he's decided he fancies a new challenge and a fresh start, because it's all well and good loaning a player out all the time, but that's not good for them if you just loan them to like different teams all the time. It's good for their maybe development, but not for their like living. Got to move all the time and whatnot. But anyway, we're going to move over to the next player now, which is going to be another player which some people probably wouldn't really care about, but Alex Gilby has signed for Wigan from Colchester, I do believe that is. So that's a good signing for Wigan. He's actually really apparently I wouldn't say wonder kid, but a hot prospect, and people have been ranting and raving about him a few years back and recently. Apparently he's done all right. And Wigan, of course, newly promoted to the Championships. They're looking for some momentum going forward, so maybe that's a player who could do well for them. Moving to the next player now, which is going to be Sean Hutchinson, and he is today signed for Millwall from Fulham. And, of course, Millwall was still in League One and didn't get the promotion they wanted. I think they got to the playoffs. Was it the final they were in or semis? I think they knocked down the semis. But he's actually a really good FIFA card. He's got no defending in sense. He's got good pace and good physical. I don't know too much about him in real life. I think I remember coming up against him once, or watching him once against Leeds, but not exactly sure when that was or how good he actually played. But the next player is going to be Vincent Aboubakar, and he is linked with Everton. Good signing that'll be for the Premier League if we get him. He's an absolute machine. He's pace, he's shooting, he's physical. He's a very, very nice card on FIFA. He's a very, very good player on Football Manager. If you've ever played Football Manager, I bought this guy once for I think I was Southampton, and he absolutely smashed it for me, scoring a goal a game at least, maybe even more than a goal a game, which is absolutely fantastic. If he gets into the Premier League, he's apparently really good in real life, so I have to wait and see. The next player is actually a strange one, or not a strange one as such, but it's El Shaarawy to Roma, but he was already at Roma. He was on loan at Roma. They've made it permanent, which is cool. He's got a really nice FIFA card, actually, and El Shaarawy, he's got so much hype around him still, and I think he's obviously had a good season for Rome. He's got himself an inform card. He's been signed for actually a big chunk of money. I think it's a 10 million plus, I think it is. I'm not 100% sure on that. Don't quote me on that. That's a really good signing for them. I think Gervinho obviously left them. I think that'll be a good, well, not replacement, because obviously they've already had it, but you know what I'm trying to say. But the final one is the Leeds one, which is now apparently a done deal, and it's Marcus Antonsen. It's a done deal to Leeds for rising to £2 million. £2 million. Leeds are spending some actual dollar, which is freaking cray. But he looks like he is all right FIFA-wise, let's just pretend we don't see this card because it's shocking. But from what I've heard, obviously I have no idea. I've never seen this guy play before. I didn't even know this guy until Leeds were linked with him. But apparently he's close to linking up with the Swedish squad because he's been playing so well in real life. With Iba retiring, could we potentially see seeing this as the new Swedish striker? You never know. He's linked with, he's done with Leeds. Leeds haven't officially confirmed it, but Phil Hay, who's a big, kind of my go-to guy with the Leeds news, has said it's a done deal. It just needs some little crappy little bits to discuss. He's agreed personal terms, he's passed the medical, the fee has been agreed with his club, he's officially a Leeds player, just needs to be confirmed. But that's an absolutely, I don't know how to say, gamble, I'm going to say. It's a real gamble. Nobody really knows much about him. But then, nobody really knew much about people like Mahrez and Vardy when they signed for Leicester. So who knows? He could potentially be the thing which takes Leeds to the Premier League. That's Leeds' first signing. I'm hoping for a shit ton more. And hopefully no one going out unless it's somebody absolutely crap. But that is going to be the end of this video, guys. If you have enjoyed it, like it would be absolutely fantastic. If you're new around here, do not be afraid to subscribe. In the comment section below, let's have a little chit chat about what you think about some of these transfers. Also, what is your favourite team? Are you linked with signing anybody? Do you need a certain position? Let's have a little chat about it down below. I'll catch you next time, and do bye-bye. Boo! Teddy!